In the middle of Parshat Shmini, we read about a conversation that took place between Moshe and Aaron after Aaron's sons, Nadav and Avihu, tragically died. Moshe seems to scold Aaron and his remaining sons, Elazar and Itamar, for not having eaten the meat from the sin offering that they brought on that very day. Aaron explained to Moshe that eating the meat wouldn't have been right given their recent tragedy. He questioned if it would have been pleasing to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, considering what just had happened. Rashi, based on classic sources, clarifies this discussion was about the Korban Chatat brought on Rosh Chodesh, which was, according to Rashi, that eighth day, the Yom HaShmini, the eighth day of the consecration ceremony. The debate between Moshe and Aaron ultimately centered, therefore, on whether the rules of eating the meat of an offering applied differently to the Rosh Chodesh Chatat of that day. The other offerings that were given on that day were special for the occasion, so they didn't necessarily need to follow the rules. And therefore, even though Elazar and Tamar were in mourning, Aaron felt, that they should partake of the Korban as regular. However, the Rosh Chodesh offering was standard and had to be made regardless of the fact that it was the Yom HaShmini, the day of consecration, and therefore Aaron and his surviving sons decided to follow the standard rules and abstained from eating the Rosh Chodesh offering, and Moshe ultimately accepted their decision. However, there's a fascinating, different view offered by Reb Shmuel David Lutzato, the Shadal, in his commentary. He argues that there was only one chatat that was made on that day because he concurs with Ibn Ezra, who felt that the consecration ceremony started on Rosh Chodesh Nisan, not ended on it. And therefore, it made the eighth day simply the eighth day of Nisan, not another day of Rosh Chodesh itself, which means there was no special Rosh Chodesh offering. According to Shadal, Aaron and his sons refused to eat from the chatat of this Yom HaShmini for a very different reason. They felt unworthy to represent the Jewish people in seeking atonement after their family tragedy. They believed that their family's recent misfortune showed that they weren't up to the position to ask for the forgiveness of others. Moshe disagreed. Moshe felt that they should always be in their position. And that, according to the Shadal, is the reason for their debate.